The vibrant pulse of Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, was shattered in the early hours of April 8, 2025. What began as a night filled with music, laughter, and dancing quickly turned into a nightmare. The city, known for its lively music scene, was plunged into mourning after a horrific tragedy struck the heart of its nightlife. The streets that once echoed with melodies and joy were now filled with sorrow and disbelief. At approximately 12:34 a.m. local time, the roof of the popular Jet Set nightclub collapsed, trapping hundreds of patrons inside. The sudden collapse sent shockwaves through the community. The once celebratory atmosphere transformed into a scene of chaos and despair. Screams of panic replaced the music, and the dance floor became a site of frantic rescue efforts. The Jet Set nightclub, located in a bustling entertainment district, was a well-known venue for live music and dancing. It had been a cornerstone of the local nightlife for years. On the fateful night of the collapse, the club was hosting a performance by renowned Dominican merengue singer, Ruby Perez. His music had drawn a large crowd, eager to experience his electrifying performance. Hundreds of people had gathered to enjoy the music and camaraderie, unaware of the disaster that awaited them. The night that was supposed to be filled with joy and celebration turned into one of the darkest moments in Santo Domingo's history. The collapse itself was sudden and catastrophic. Eyewitnesses described a deafening roar as the roof gave way, sending a cascade of concrete, steel, and debris crashing down upon the unsuspecting crowd below. The interior of the club, once filled with the rhythm of music and the energy of dancing patrons, was instantly plunged into darkness and chaos. Survivors recounted scenes of panic and terror as they struggled to free themselves from the rubble. Screams pierced the night air as those trapped beneath the debris cried out for help. The air quickly filled with dust and the smell of concrete, making it difficult to breathe and adding to the sense of disorientation and fear. As news of the disaster spread, emergency responders rushed to the scene. Ambulances, fire trucks, and police vehicles converged on the collapsed nightclub, their sirens wailing through the night. First responders, working tirelessly amidst the wreckage, faced a daunting task: to locate and extract survivors from the mountains of debris. Specialized technical teams were deployed, equipped with cutting-edge tools and technology to aid in the search and rescue efforts. Heavy machinery, including cranes and excavators, was brought in to carefully lift and remove large chunks of concrete and twisted metal. Search and rescue dogs, trained to detect the scent of human life, were also instrumental in locating survivors trapped beneath the rubble. Section 4. Faces of the Fallen. Remembering the Victims. As the hours turned into days, the grim reality of the tragedy set in. Families and friends gathered, hoping for a miracle. But the harsh truth was unavoidable. The death toll continued to rise as rescuers pulled more bodies from the wreckage. Each discovery brought a new wave of grief and sorrow to the community. Among the confirmed fatalities were several prominent figures, including the beloved merengue icon Ruby Perez, who was performing at the time of the collapse. His loss was felt deeply by fans and fellow musicians alike. The Dominican music industry mourned the loss of one of its brightest stars. Tributes poured in from all over the world, celebrating his life and contributions to music. The tragedy also claimed the lives of two former Major League Baseball players, Octavio Dotel, 51, and Tony Blanco, 44. Both men were cherished not only for their athletic prowess but also for their community involvement. Dotel, a relief pitcher who played for 13 seasons, and Blanco, a first baseman and designated hitter, were both well-respected figures in the baseball world. Their careers were marked by numerous achievements and accolades. Their deaths sent shockwaves through the Dominican Republic and the international baseball community. The loss of these icons left a void that will be felt for years to come. Section 5. Official Response and Investigations. In the wake of the tragedy, Dominican Republic President Luis Abinader declared 3 days of national mourning. He expressed his profound sorrow and offered condolences to the families of the victims. "We are a nation united in grief," President Abinader stated, vowing that those responsible for the collapse would be held accountable. An investigation into the cause of the collapse was immediately launched. Authorities were examining all possible factors, including structural integrity, building codes, and any potential negligence. Early reports indicated that the nightclub had experienced a fire in 2023. which raised questions about the extent of the damage and the adequacy of any subsequent repairs. Section 6. A Nation in Mourning, the Aftermath. The tragedy at the Jet Set nightclub sent shockwaves throughout the Dominican Republic and beyond. The nation grappled with the immense loss of life, while families mourned the sudden and tragic deaths of their loved ones. The impact of the disaster was felt deeply within the community, as friends and neighbors struggled to come to terms with the scale of the tragedy. The outpouring of grief and support extended far beyond the borders of the Dominican Republic. Condolences and messages of solidarity poured in from around the world, offering comfort and support during this difficult time. International organizations and governments pledged aid and assistance, recognizing the long road to recovery that lay ahead. Section 7. Seeking Answers and Preventing Future Tragedies. As the investigation into the nightclub collapse continued, the focus shifted towards ensuring that such a tragedy never happens again. Experts from various fields came together, pooling their knowledge and resources to uncover the root causes of the disaster. Authorities vowed to thoroughly examine building codes, inspection processes, and the overall safety protocols that were in place. They aimed to identify any weaknesses or oversights that might have contributed to the collapse. This comprehensive review included scrutinizing safety regulations to ensure they were up to date and effective. Engineers analyzed the structural integrity of buildings, looking for any signs of potential failure. The goal was to implement stricter measures and enforce existing regulations to prevent similar disasters in the future. This meant not only creating new guidelines but also ensuring that current ones were rigorously followed. The tragedy at the Jet Set nightclub served as a stark reminder of the importance of building safety and the devastating consequences that can result from negligence or oversight. It highlighted the urgent need for vigilance in construction and maintenance practices. It was a call to action for governments, businesses, and individuals to prioritize safety and to take all necessary measures to protect human life. Public speeches and community vigils underscored the collective grief and the shared responsibility to prevent future tragedies. Only through a collective commitment to safety can such tragedies be prevented in the future. Communities must work together, fostering a culture of safety and accountability to ensure that every building stands as a testament to human ingenuity and care.